We Oddkast and podcasting on YouTube. We Oddkast and pop. All right. We muted.
How to fucking do it, man. Always see the motherfucker.
Yo. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
I want to welcome y'all to the Oddkast podcast.
Yeah.
My name is Gary Gnu. And tonight, I want y'all to welcome my special guest. You know what I mean? We got Young Streetz on here tonight, y'all. Word up, here to promote that new album, Block Party, A King's Path. Let's talk about it. We gonna get into his early influences and what influenced him to do the influences that he's influencing right now and all of that. You know what I mean? From the town, Trenton Zone, yeah. Got the new single out right now called Slide Out. Catch that on all streaming platforms. Word. We gonna get into that video, show some visuals. Shout out to all my followers and subscribers. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment. Positive vibes only. Word. Word, word. Like I said, shout out to all my followers and subscribers, man. Word up. Like I said, we got the king, Young Streetz on the Oddkast tonight, y'all. Word. Yeah, he got a lot to talk about, y'all, so word up. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I think I'm just going to bring him on. Unmute your mic, brother.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to welcome Young Streetz to the Oddkast podcast.
What up? OSG the King.
Yes, sir.
What up?
Salute to you, Young King. What's good with you, baby?
Appreciate it, man. You know what it is, just taking these steps one at a time, you know, making everything add up, you feel me? Appreciate you for having me.
Man, no doubt, man. I had to, man. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, I've been seeing your work. I've been watching your grind, watching your journey, man. And finally, you know, you got this new album out, Block Party. You know what I'm saying? It's fire, on fire. 15 tracks, 47 minutes long. We gonna get into all that, man. But like I said, man, y'all need to click that like button. You know what I mean? Drop a little comment and show some love for my man Young Streetz that's in the building tonight, y'all. Oh, also, this is episode 50, y'all. This is episode 50 of the Oddkast podcast. So,
like that.
So, you know what I mean? Shout out to my man T Nitty on the moderation too. You know what I mean? Like I said, we live on YouTube. Everybody that's on IG right now, slide over to our YouTube channel. We live right now with the Young King, Young Streetz, man. So, yo, Young Streetz, man, what's good with you, baby?
What's up, Brody?
Like I said, man, it's a pleasure to have you, man. So, you know, before we get into your album and get into everything that you got going on now, man, I want you to tell the people who don't know, man, where you from, man?
Well, shout out to my city, man. You know, we shot this everywhere we go. You know, Trenton, specifically West Side, Trenton, West Trenton, you know what I mean? Trenton, New Jersey, man. That's where we was born and raised. And so that's what we gonna carry. You feel me?
Trenton is in the building as always. Trenton is in the building. Salute to T-Town, to the whole town. Man. Word up. So
everybody out here. Shout out to everybody.
word. So how'd you get started, man? You know what I mean? When'd you start getting into this rap shit, man, and taking things serious, man?
Man, it's been a long, long journey. We've been doing this shit for a minute. My first influences was like when I was like a kid, bro. Like, I want to say like 6 or 7. You feel me? My older brother, God bless the dead, my big bro. He got me started.
Salute to him. You know what I mean? By the way, for those that don't know, not to cut y'all off, you family, you know what I mean? So, you know.
Almost that, yeah. So my big bro, you know, he was one of my biggest influences, period. You know what I'm saying? He got me started with rapping. He used to have, you know, me and my sisters and brothers all in the same room just rapping freestyles, you know what I'm saying, spitting off the head, you know what I mean, doing all that. And so, like, you know, we took that from an early age. I know that shit was impressive to me, and I liked it, you know what I mean? So, like, I always kept that in the back of my mind. And, like, one day in the 6th grade, I just wrote one of my first raps. And, like, from then on, I just caught the waves, and I just been running with it ever since, you know what I'm saying? So I got started early. My influences, like, that got me going, like, was him, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, how I got into writing music and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's real dope, man. So were there any rappers out at the time? Like, what kind of music were you listening to at the time?
Yeah, so some of my favorite rappers, obviously, we got to go with Biggie. We got to go with Pac. We got to go with Snoop. You know what I mean? Snoop had that Gin and Juice out. That's one of my favorite all-time records, Gin and Juice.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that record right there, when that record come on, we turn up. So, you know, Gin and Juice was like one of my favorite records ever. That Dog Pound album, that was my shit, you know what I'm saying? Or Doggy Style, that was my shit. Then, you know, after that, you know, we go with some of the real influences that I came up in, like, around that time was like DMX. Rest in peace to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? DMX, the whole 9-8 class, Pun, Nori, Cameron, Cannabis, you know what I'm saying? That whole era right there, that class of 9-8 was like the biggest class that came and hit hip hop, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. And so, like, I grew up in that era, like the 9-8 class, where everybody was just really rapping, you know what I'm saying? And X and Cannabis was 2 of my favorites, you know what I mean? And that kind of stuck with me growing up. I mean, so those was the people I listened to a lot, you know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, another one. He came later, but, you know what I mean, 50 Cent was a heavy influence, too.
Yeah. You don't really, I don't say you don't really hear from Cannabis no more, but I don't really hear from Cannabis music-wise anymore, man. But Cannabis is known for that famous battle that he had against LL, you know what I mean?
And we gotta give him his flowers, because one thing I feel like he was underappreciated as an artist and as an MC. He had a lot of talent, and he was one of the dudes that I look to. I mean, to rhyme. You know what I mean? Like, figure out them rhyme schemes and them patterns. Like that.
Bars, you know what I mean?
That album was classic. His first 2 albums was classics, man. And so I think we gotta give him credit for that. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Shout out Cannabis, man. I was rocking with him heavy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Word. So were you fucking with sports back then, or you was strictly hip hop, or what?
Yeah, I was into sports. You know what I'm saying? We was Lakered out. You know what I'm saying? Lakers and 49ers. You know what I mean? That was my squads all day, every day. Early Jerry Rice fan, early Kobe fan. I caught Kobe. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he came in, Shaq. I was an Eddie Jones fan, Nick Van Exel. You know what I mean? All them dudes, Magic. I caught Magic at the tail end of his career, so was definitely in the sports, watching sports, the Lakers and the 49ers. Always been my teams.
All right, to this day, that's your squad?
Yeah, to this day, man. Even though we got LeBron, but, you know what I mean? I don't like LeBron, but shout out to LeBron. He on the Lakers now. So.
No doubt, man. So, When did you start? You know, like I said, well, like you said, you were, you know, in the crib with your brothers and sisters and writing rhymes and freestyling. You wrote your first rhyme in the 6th grade. When did you start taking music serious and saying like, you know what, I might want to do this for a career and, you know, start like recording your shit? You know what I mean? Doing shows and all that kind of shit. What led to that?
9th grade. 9th grade, I was rapping in the 8th and the 7th with a group, but we never really did it officially until we went to high school. And so in 9th grade, my group name was Fatality Squad.
Fatality Squad, okay. What was your name back then? What'd you call yourself?
My name was this shit you get some good shit. My name was YNK.
YNK?
Yeah, YNK.
What
I don't want to say what it means.
Oh, what? Oh, damn, some crazy, some wild shit.
Yeah, like, cause all right, fine, we're gonna break it down, right? Like, cause a lot of people used to get this shit twisted, but like, so my name, I used to call myself Killer, and so I attached being a young nigga with that name, so I would call myself that young nigga Killer, right?
Oh, okay.
But people were confusing to say I'm a young nigga killer. That's not what I was saying.
Right. Yeah.
So
you had to change that.
We had to shorten it up first to just Y and K, try to fix it a little bit, but then, you know what I'm saying, we switched it up to Streetz in about the 9th grade, 9th, 10th grade, like around that time period once the first album came out. And then we dropped the album in school. We had little buzz in the school. We was dissing niggas and going back and forth with a couple other groups and stuff like that. So we dropped the album. It was 4 of us, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I got started making albums, like, and realized that I wanted to do it for real. Because we was getting a lot of attention off of that shit in high school. So
yeah,
we was like, yeah, we about to really turn up with this.
All right. That's what's up, man. So so from high school, you know, when did you start? Were you like performing back then?
Nah, we was just doing it, you know what I'm saying? Albums, and then you know, niggas didn't stay consistent. So when you don't stay consistent, you know, the group obviously break up. Yeah. Couple of my dudes, we were still doing music, but everybody had went solo. So me and my mans, we made another group and we called ourselves Fanbase. And so we went from Fatality Squad to Fanbase. That's where a lot of people from the town probably know a lot of the music from too, because we switched different members, you know what I mean? I had my brother in the group. I had my homeboy Sonny in the group. Yeah. 2 other cats, me and my boy Renaud. And so 4 dudes was in the group at that time, and we was just rocking like that, you know what I mean, putting stuff together. So I think we did our first show in 2002. We opened up not opened up, but we did a show with DJ Envy back in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And so, you know what I mean, that's when we started really, you know, taking the show serious and stuff like that, and start really trying to get the albums and music, you know, going at the same time. So
that's what's up, man. So so I guess eventually I guess you had to go solo, huh?
Yeah, you know, no slight to none of them, because them still my dudes. Like, my bro, he obviously still a part of, you know, what, he not in the camp no more, but he a part of, you know, the music and shit that we do. But solo was the best way to go, because I could focus on what I wanted to do and the music that I wanted to make, because, you know, then when you serious about it and you really want to do it the way you want to do it, I mean, it's probably better. Like, rap groups was kind of like the 90s, you know what I'm saying? And once you get into the 2000s, everybody was coming out with, you know, albums and really trying to, you know, do what they had to do. So if you serious about it, you got to really take that step. And so going solo was the best way for me to, you know, make sure that we was getting the best out of what we wanted to get out of it. You feel me? So that was ultimately the move. But like I said, them still my dudes. I still rock with them. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's just, it was best to do that because, you know, I was the one who was really still trying to carry that torch.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So what kept you going, man? Like what was your drive? What made you say, you know what, man, these cats, ain't got their shit together, but you know what, I'm a stay at it. You know what I mean?
The hunger, man, the motivation, the dedication, the belief that, you know what I'm saying, like, this is where I belong, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of dudes that do music, but it's not a lot of dudes that really, you know what I'm saying, got a grasp on, like, the culture. And I feel like I represent the culture, you know what I'm saying? And so whenever you doing what you're doing and you got a passion for it, you know what I'm saying, this ain't something that I just woke up and wanted to try one day because it was, you know what I mean, oh, I sound good, right? Or a lot of niggas do it because they popular in the neighborhood, or, you know, it's a gimmick. They want, I ain't catch that vibe. It was something that I really, you know what I'm saying, got into, and something that I grew up, you know, wanting to do. So when you got a passion for something and you know you belong, you feel me? You gotta go and get it, man. We don't accept failures, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go get that bag and we're gonna go get what we want to go get, you feel me? I feel like a lot of these dudes out here, a lot of these rappers in the industry, and I ain't trying to shit on no names, but I don't think none of them fucking with me. And so if I got that mentality, you know, I'm gonna keep going.
I feel you, man. So when did you go from YNK to Young Streetz?
Like I said, probably around like 9th or 10th grade. It was actually rest in peace to my man, because he passed away too. It was actually a diss to my homeboy. His name was Craig. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Wesley was his first name, and he passed away a little earlier, a couple years ago. But it was a diss to him. His name was Streetz. I feel like he wasn't representing that name right, so I deboed his name. And I was like, that's my name now. You feel me? So I started, and it was during the beef that we had. So I did that like in the middle of like rapping with them niggas and beefing with them niggas, and I took his name and was like, it's my name now. And so that's how I ended up with the name, and I just kept rocking with it. You feel me?
Okay.
Because it stuck. Yeah.
No
about 9th, 10th grade.
All right. So what was the name of your first album that you came up with solo wise and like put out there for the people to, you know what I mean, to hear?
The first solo album I did?
Yeah.
The first solo album I did, I think it was KLJ Mixtape. The KLJ Mixtape, which is on that Piff, that was probably back in 2008, 2009, somewhere around that time. Officially, you know what I'm saying, out on the mixtape circuit was the KLJ Mixtape. Heavy freestyles, heavy songs and stuff like that. That's when I first got my shit, you know, on different platforms and different mixtape circuits and stuff like that.
What year we talking?
Like 2009, 2010.
Okay. All right.
Officially, you know what I'm saying? But I was doing music in the street way before that, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of songs never got heard, but a lot of music was being made just in the neighborhood and things like that. People was catching the vibes.
So I know you've done countless projects since then. Any for the listeners and followers that don't know, name some projects that they should go check out that you've done.
Well, like I said, first of all, start with the KLJ Mixtape. That's on that Piff, still on that Piff now. You can go get that. That's 18 tracks. You know what I'm saying? I was featured a couple of my old homeboys from my fan base, you know, squad on there. And KLJ2, which was a follow-up to KLJ. KLJ stands for, I'm going to just keep it 100 King of Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take that. I didn't name myself that. My brother named me that. You know what I'm saying? My big brother, salute to him. He said he felt like I was the best, so he going to give me that. And so KLJ is King of Jersey. That's the first mixtape. The second one was KLJ Part 2. The third one was Street Talk, which is all on that Piff. And then the last one, which is on that Piff, is called the Heart and Soul Mixtape. I dropped the Heart and Soul Mixtape in 2013. And the Heart and Soul Mixtape was one of the mixtapes I felt like, in my opinion, was like my last free body of work, because I was getting to the point where I'm like, okay, the Heart and Soul had all original beats on that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it was too good to be a mixtape. And so I was like, man, we can't be doing this for free no more. You know what I mean? Like, the money, like, something got to add up, because now we getting a little bit of a buzz. We messing with different DJs and stuff like that. And so I was like, all right, well, we're going to have to switch the format a little bit, and we just going to have to really run it up a little bit. And so them 4 mixtapes is all on that Piff, and they can find that. They can also find Community Service, which is my first EP I dropped last year in 2020, November 2020. And then this album right here, Block Party, which is out on all platforms as well. So them all the official, albums I got online, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So talk about OSG, man. What's that about, man? That's the team, that's the squad?
Yeah, OSG music group, that's the label. It's also a rap group, you know what I'm saying, that I have. OSG is the group. And it's basically just it's my label, man. We pushing the label. We got a couple artists under us. Shout out to Knuckles, shout out to Dre the Prince, and shout out to Breeze. We got 3 artists besides myself on the label. We're looking to work with more artists. We have some females, like R&B artists that we're gonna bring to the table. And so OSG is the movement. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? It's the label. It's the gang. We just pushing this imprint, and we making the name for not just ourselves but the town. Like, I wanna give more light to a lot of people in the city, because a lot of our talent in this city, we got a lot of talent in the city, but a lot of people not being heard. So I want to start here first, and obviously we're gonna move around in different places, but sign a lot of different acts and different people. But that's what we pushing right now. OSG it's the label, man. It's everything. You know what I'm saying?
So what does it stand for?
It stands for On-Site Gangsters.
Okay.
On-Site, you know what I'm saying? On-Site Gangsters. Everything we do is connected to the street and to, like, where we come from in the neighborhood. So you're going to hear a lot of street-based content from us. So, yeah.
I hear you, man. So, I think we should go into some of your music, man, and give the people a quick visual of what you got going on. We got time to show both videos, or you just want to show one?
Yeah, we can do Slide Out.
All right. Okay. All right. So, can the folks see that? Can you see that, bro?
Yeah, I see that.
All right. Hold on. All right. So, let me properly introduce this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, you are about to watch on the Oddkast podcast. The new single by Young Streetz is called Slide Out on the Oddkast podcast. Check it out, y'all.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Niggas know what time it is, man. Turn up on these, yeah, man. Show these niggas how to fucking do it, man. Always see the motherfucking gang. Streetz, nigga. Yeah. Lock this shit down one time. Yeah. Let's go. Slide with the click out. Niggas with it, we got them fifths out. Big drop when we get money, we shutting shit down. My hot hair, my temperature make me flip out. Lights blocked out like the city lights, and we dip out. Boss heavy, you ain't got strength, and put that shit down. Bad bitch dancing up on me, her ass and tits out. She gon' fuck you up if I tell her cause she like that. She gon' get that money from a nigga that she right back. Back on them sucker niggas if they strike it all. Make time to pay for it. Don't finish trying to count them out. Dope packs got them like zombies, they really walk it all. Big show wrestle with giants, nigga, I'm talking tall. Yeah. Hold it down for the set, locks it down like bad boys. Money, time, respect, yeah, I'm talking about. Anywhere I'm at, I get the check. Make the models move for me, boy, you better come correct. Yeah, when we ride, man, we ride. Yeah, when we slide, man, we slide. Yeah, keep that 9 on my side. Yeah, you wanna die, it's no problem. Yeah, when we ride, man, we ride. Yeah, when we slide, man, we slide. Yeah, keep that 9 on my side. Yeah, wanna die, it's no problem. Yeah, OSG, yeah, that's the game. We getting money, bitch. Ain't it for like Ace, but you can call me Money Mitch. Switch my change up on these niggas, I got the perfect pick. Shit you trying ain't working, nigga, this shit a fucking glitch. Yeah. And that dope get on things at Twitch. Mosquito bites, see them stretching like they got the itch. I've been winning so much, nigga, I'm fucking sick. Finna sleep on these niggas and wake back up again. Facts. Dracula in the tomb, fly with all this jewelry on, bitch. I've been fly from the womb. Round with the wolves, see them hound at the moon. See them goons after these niggas, they gon' be missing soon. I'm the hottest in my city and they like that. Your favorite rapper, nah, he ain't spitting like that. I got niggas in Philly who say I'm like that. Cali niggas know them homies sliding right down, right back. Touch a nigga with the 9, to the ass a proper, damn down fine. Money is the motive, nigga always on my mind. How is she the gang, niggas know we gon' ride. Yeah, oh we ride and we ride. Yeah, oh we slide and we slide. Yeah, keep that 9 on my side. Yeah, you wanna die, it's no problem. Yeah, oh we ride and we ride. Yeah, oh we slide and we slide. Yeah, keep that 9 on my side. Yeah, wanna die, it's no problem.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
That was Slide Out by Young Streetz. That was fire, man. So who directed that video, bro?
Shout out to my man A-Rock 2 Up. He from Pensacola, New Jersey. He shot that video. He actually worked with Mike Zombie and them a lot, you know what I'm saying? So he shot a couple videos for a lot of different people from Trenton to Philly to, you know, South Jersey. So shout out to A-Rod 2 Up for doing that video for me, man. He put that together.
All right, and the beat, man, who produced that track for you, bro?
That was that beat was from Young Devontae.
Okay.
Devontae Beats. He got a lot of classic beats with Pop Smoke new album. He produced that Mini Man record it's the 50 Cent Mini Man remix. He produced a couple more records for Pop Smoke and stuff like that. A lot of different young artists he got out there. So that was his beat. Shout out to my man Black Collar for producing that. Black Collar, a lot of people know him from the town. He actually recorded that record for me. Mm-hmm. So I mean, shout out to my homeboy Black Collar for recording that for me. Everybody that took part in that.
Okay. So do you like being in the studio or?
Oh yeah, man. That's like being on the basketball court for NBA player or being on the football field for NFL player. Like once you get in that booth and you get in that studio, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's where you want to be at. That's where you get all the work done. You know what I'm saying? So we always in the studio. Always.
Yeah. It's like I guess like your second home sometimes, huh?
Yeah, man. You know, we be locked in. You know, if I can get in there from the beginning of the morning to the end of the night, we in there. You know what I'm saying? Just coming up with stuff. So definitely, that's my second home.
So what's like one thing that you always got to bring with you to the studio? Like, no matter what, I bring this.
All right, so no matter what, I get to the studio where I got to bring a bottle of Hennessy.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You know
we Henny boys over here, you know what I'm saying? That create the mood, that set the vibe a lot. Oh, yeah. I don't really like too many people in my session. It's just me and whoever I got working with me. You know what I'm saying? We bring that to the table and we lock in. And we gotta have, you know, for a lot of my niggas, they smoke. I don't, but I drink very well. So you know what I mean. Hennessy is what I prefer. You know what I mean. So we gotta have the Hennessy in there. We gotta have that.
I feel that. I feel that, man. So, what's like the overall message that you want, you know, people to gather from your music, man?
Like that I'm a real artist. You know what I'm saying? That I'm a lyricist. I'm a storyteller. I can make club music. I can make pop music if I want. I can do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a complete artist. Like I like to, and it's not for nothing, but I break it down a little bit. I like to compare myself to artists like Jay-Z, and some artists that really know how to take what they got in themselves and broaden the song up with it, right? Like if you hear records from Jay-Z, like Hard Knock Life, or if you hear a record like what's the other record he got with the like, I'm gonna just go with Song Cry, right? Some of these records, and I got a record on my album similar to Song Cry. It's called Like Me. So for the people listening, they can go check that out. But when you hear a record like Hard Knock Life, that record is a street record, bro. But it was on the charts on the radio. And the reason why it was on the charts on the radio is because the things that Jay-Z is saying in them songs, it's street content, but it's so broad that the white person can play it. You know what I'm saying? And so the white people listening to Jay-Z music, but he's saying real street stuff in his music, and you like, but damn, it's a dope ass record because he know how to capture, you know, that essence, and he broadens the topic up for people, you know, so that everybody can listen to it. And that's what I like to say about myself. My music, although I bring street content, I like to broaden it up for people so that if you playing it and you somewhere in Calabasas or you over somewhere in like, you know, the super suburbs, you're going to play that record like a dude from the hood will play it because it's something that you could vibe to too, because I'm saying it the way you could understand it. And so I feel like I'm a complete artist. There's nothing I can't do. And that's what I want people to take away from my music is that, damn, this dude could do it all. You know what I'm saying? Super talented. You know what I mean?
Well, do you think a lot of artists now, man, especially nowadays, man, you think a lot of artists are selling their soul, man, or you know what I mean? What's your take on that, man? When you look at stuff like,
I mean,
go ahead.
I can't speak on them niggas, but I know I ain't. You know what I mean? So, listen, whatever they got going on, that's on them. But don't bring that shit my way. You dig what I'm saying? We ain't rocking out like that. You know what I'm saying? We in it for a bag, and you know what I'm saying, for the respect. We in it for the love. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we really doing this for real. But I ain't gonna speak on nobody else's business. Ain't my business. Whatever they doing, they doing. But we ain't rocking like that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So OSG is you guys are independent or?
Well, I mean, nah, we a label. We just like Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? We are Def Jam. We are Interscope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We that type of company because at the end of the day, you know, having a record label, you know, having a label is just like having, you know, anything else, right? A corporation. As long as you put forth the, you know, that work ethic, you're gonna get what you want to get out of it. How did Cash Money get so big? How did Rough Riders get so big? How did No Limit Records get so big? Because they was willing to put the work and the time in, and they got what they got out of that. You know what I mean? So like, we not calling ourselves independent. We just as big as Def Jam. We just as big as Sony. We just as big as Interscope. The difference is, them niggas started from the bottom and they found a way to the top, and we gonna do the same thing.
No
I mean, so that's how we look at ourselves.
No doubt. I feel that, man. So talk about this album that you got out now, man. Block Party, a King's Path, man. You know, what went into recording that, and you know, I mean, talk about the, you know, the process and put that whole thing together.
Block Party at King's Path was shot in not shot, it was recorded in 2 different studios. I started off with Black Collar. Shout out to Black Collar, that's my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? He worked on my last album, Community Service.
Okay.
He produced, he recorded all of that album, and he did half of this album, or about 4 or 5 joints on this album. So we started off in Black Collar studio, and then I took it to Premier Productions, Premier Studios, which is my homeboy, No Way Studios and stuff like that. So Grand Premier, they got their studio and stuff like that over there, and it was finished up over there. He did 12, 13 tracks for me, and we got them joints in there real good. And so the process was it was just give them something that they can, you know, appreciate for summer. Give them something that they can vibe to in whatever mood they in. You know what I'm saying? Give them something that everybody can play. Give them something that they're gonna, you know, appreciate, because community service was a kickstart to giving them Block Party. I hadn't did an album in a while. Like I told you, my last mixtape was Heart and Soul, and that was in 2013. I'm going through some shit back and forth the last couple of years, had to put some of the music on hold. And so community service was an introduction as to me being back doing music and stuff like that. Right. And then Block Party was the big, you know, the big kick. And so I wanted to give them something that they could play, you know, anybody could play. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you Spanish, I don't care if you, you know, white, I don't care if you black, I don't care if you like to party, I don't care if you like to be in the streets, I don't care if you, you know, like, you know, relationships, whatever you want, I'm going to give you that in this vibe, and I want you to be able to play it like you would play at a block party. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, let it play. Whichever mood you in, you're going to catch that vibe. And so that was the process and how we wanted to record this record, you know what I'm saying, was just to give them something that they know, no matter what setting they in or what mood they in, they're going to be able to play that record, you know what I mean? And so it's a little something for everybody on there.
No doubt, man. As I said, the album is definitely fire, man. This project, like I said, you got 15 tracks on here. A lot of the tracks, some of the tracks that I told you I was feeling that stand out to me were Hands Up, Bands Up, Radical Savage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about that joint real quick, man.
Radical Savage, that's actually one of my favorite records on the album. And that record was meant to talk shit. Like certain records that I do, I got certain things, motivations for them. All of them got motivation for them. And so that record, Radical Savage, was just showing niggas that even though we making different, showing people even though we making different music, you know, I'm still a savage, you know what I'm saying, out here. And so I wanted to give them that radical type shit, like something that was just completely different, like a vibe that they're not hearing today, right? And so give them something that they're not going to hear, but still destroy it the way, you know, a savage would. And so let these dudes know, like, this is what we on. And that's what went into that record, just the competition, the competitiveness in me to be able to, you know, rap against whoever that's out there in my competition. I'm going to show them, you know, we savages. And so that's what that was about. And it's just kickstarting the album, giving them something aggressive, letting them know, you know, we coming, you know, with something for real.
No doubt, man, no doubt. So, who are some of the cats out now, man, that you would say that you listen to, or is there anybody out now that you rocking with?
A few, not many, but gotta say rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He was one of my favorite youngins that I was bumping his music before he passed away. Heard about his shit through one of my homeboys, and once I heard his music, I started bumping his shit, and I liked it. It was different, but it was catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's not traditionally what I would listen to, but it was catchy. And if it's catchy, I could bump it. And I was definitely bumping it. My daughter liked the song, so that helped me out. But Pop Smoke, Free Casanova. Shout out to Casanova, one of my favorite artists out today too. I like him a lot. Who else? Probably mainly really that's it. I mean, you got some dudes in and out, you know what I'm saying? I bumped Schoolboy, I bumped YG, you know what I'm saying? Lil Durk, Roddy Ricch, Lil Baby. Some of them dudes, I play their music sporadically, not all the time, but like some of the biggest artists that I play today is like Cass and Pop Smoke. Heavy on East Coast music, man. I fuck with them vibes.
Right, but you haven't named Griselda.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't a fan. I ain't a fan.
What does this you say?
I ain't a fan, man. I can't catch their vibes. I'm not mad at them. They do their thing, but that's some of the music that, in my opinion, it's just not catchy. It ain't catch my ear. Oh, shout out to Nipsey Hussle too. Rest in peace of Nipsey, man. I fuck with Nipsey.
Okay, hey, you know everybody has their path. Everybody has their ear. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Now I'm saying the boys get busy. Don't get me wrong.
I'm like the total opposite. Like everybody you name, I don't even fuck with. I'm like Griselda. You know what I'm saying? Over all those guys that you just named. That's crazy. But hey,
I mean, they get busy. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to them. I ain't saying they whack. I'm just saying their music don't stick to, my ears or what. So, but maybe I ain't listening right. Maybe I, probably go back and hear something. But the things that I heard from them, it just ain't catch my ear. I mean, just ain't catch my ear. But I'm a fan of anybody making noise on the East Coast because I think the East Coast is definitely the wave. You feel me? I'm an East Coast baby, so. I mean, definitely shout out to them. I mean, no love lost.
No, hey man, you like what you like. Like the world would be a boring place that everybody like the same shit, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I'm just kind of shocked sometimes when I hear hip hop heads or hip hop fans say that they don't fuck with Griselda. I don't think I've ever heard nobody say that. You know what I mean? But
nah.
But okay, all right, man. So,
yeah.
All right, man. So, how can the people reach you, man? You know what I mean? If they want to hear your music, man, if they want to, sign with OSG, or you know what I mean? Let people know how to get in contact with you, bro.
Well, definitely hit us up on our email, osgthemovement@gmail.com. That's our email, like where you can reach us for business. We on Instagram, OSG Music Group. My Instagram is @OfficialYoungStreetz. We on Facebook, OSG Music Group. My Facebook is @OfficialYoungStreetz. Twitter's the same thing. So we on all platforms. We on all social media sites. You just gotta pick one, reach out. I got people that reach back, and we're gonna keep it pushing. And we definitely looking to work with more artists, featured, wise, and also like just label-wise, like, signing artists and putting artists out. So if you're just trying to do music, you can reach out to us too, you know what I'm saying, and we can get something working. But osgthemovement@gmail.com is how you get in touch with us. osgthemovement@gmail.com. I mean, and we're going to get back to y'all, you feel me?
No doubt. Well, listen, Young Streetz, I want to thank you, man. Appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. Sharing your music with us, man. Sharing your vibe with us. You know what I mean? If you want, give your shout outs. You know what I mean, to your peoples. You know what I mean, to your team.
I mean, I just want to say this, right? I want to say, like, we just started. You know what I'm saying? OSG is finna be the biggest shit out there in the next year. So. We got a show coming up in Miami really, really soon. We'll be in Miami next week. So if y'all want to get tickets to my show in Miami, you got to hit me for the tickets. You know what I'm saying? I got 100 tickets on sale right now. We went through about 30 of them, so we still got a few. But definitely get at me for tickets. And we rocking in Miami. We be back down here on the East Coast in Brooklyn in about another week or so. So we definitely moving around. And we touching different cities and different spots. So stay on pace with me for everything. The new videos we got coming, the new label ventures that we doing, and the new shows we doing. You know what I'm saying? We doing a lot of business. So I just want to shout out OSG Music Group. I want to shout out OSG Girls. That's my modeling agency. You know what I'm saying? My modeling brand. Right. And so we got some models coming too. So, you know, definitely get in touch with us for the females, you know, that want to get some work in. We got a modeling company for y'all too. So, I mean, we working over here.
So when you say get some work in, you mean like, you know, to be in videos with music videos and, you know, modeling clothing brands and things. Okay.
Yeah, we got the classy side of it, you know what I'm saying? My modeling agency called OSG Modeling, LLC. And OSG Girls is the brand where we, you know, they probably more like the video girls and stuff like that. But the OSG Modeling does the runways and they do the fashion events and the shows and stuff like that. And so we working with, you know, all type of different situations, you know what I mean? They could come get some good work in with us. They get paid for that.
Right. No doubt, man.
We got some models too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my OSG girls. They know who they is. I don't want to single none of them out right now, but I mean definitely follow the page on Instagram. Yeah, we can bring them back on. We definitely can bring them back on, and we can get them some good work in too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned. Huh?
I said some exposure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, we will work. OSG Girls, that's on Instagram and that's on Twitter, so go follow us.
No doubt, man. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, man. I appreciate the love, and I also appreciate the hate, too. So all my haters out there, I see y'all. It's all right, though, man, because ain't nothing going to stop us, man, no matter what, man. So because you're still here, no doubt. Go get the album, Young Streetz, Block Party, A King's Path. I promise you, he will not let you down. This is banging. This is classic hip hop. Like I said, Streetz, man, much success to you, man. I want nothing but success for King. And you always got a home here. Anytime you want to promote your music or your videos or whatever you got going on, man. So I salute you. Thank you for coming on, King. I appreciate you, man. Word up.
I appreciate you, Brody. I'm gonna get at you.
No doubt. So, y'all, once again, man, we signing off, man. Gary Gnu, man, the Oddkast podcast. Peace.